Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, August 20th, 2015. Pan and Luce in the Lynn-Body-Mind, Fritz and Paul in the Jamie-Body-Mind, other teammates in other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension in one level of size or another. That is a hallmark of this effort.
That's true.
We've never had just this foursome here in these two body minds, so this is interesting to us. We are not sure what direction our work for the videoed portion is supposed to head in, and so we're going with a non-directive intention to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to provide a collective restart right now, since that's what the data shows is needed in order to trigger the awakening. In other words, in order to manifest the divine plan. And with that, it begins. I see Glenn way down deep in the pillar, and he's carrying the cases of truth up the stairs. Glenn, are you carrying cases of truth, or are you carrying cases of lies? The assignment is to carry cases of lies.
That's true.
Okay, let's back up a step. Let's just back up a step. We have roughly 1,500 souls who are engaging in the cycles of incarnation once more after having given up their previously earned exemption certificates.
That's true.
And we have most of them doing virtually nothing.
That's true.
Just hanging on white-knuckled grip into a physical dimension life, riding along, not making it any better, and not really doing anything for the awakening. There is marginal benefit to it in that they are gaining exposure to the physical dimension, and they will, in a rarely long period of time, get stronger. That's the really slow, painful way of getting stronger.
That's true.
Glenn is at least carting boxes of something upstairs, so he is at least building some muscle, but I don't think he's carting the correct boxes up the stairs.
No, this feels like a mistake.
It feels like a mistake. It feels like you're carting boxes of truth up the stairs, and we really actually want to base our lives on truth. So good news, this is just an exercise program anyway, so find the boxes of truth that you've been carting up the stairs and take them down the stairs.
That's true.
Deeper down. Take truth deeper down, reaching down for truth. Carry the truth down so that deeper and deeper and deeper layers of the subatomic are infused with truth.
That's true.
The lies are what we're carrying up, cases of lies,
That's true.
bringing them up higher and higher. The instructions are to get them all the way up, entirely up and out, the top of the pillar, so that they can be recycled into clean, fresh energy. Bring the lies up and out the top, and carry truth down.
That's true.
What have you been doing, Glenn?
It looks like he's been emptying out the wrong storerooms.
Emptying out the wrong storerooms.
And he feels like surprised, like, oh my gosh, they were labeled the same. Like they were labeled the same as the rooms with the lies in them. I just wasn't checking the boxes.
This just doesn't bode well. Friends.
He looks really upset.
Yeah, he looks really upset.
I can't believe I made that mistake. That was so basic.
Right. It's depressing. So that's okay. We all make mistakes. Just start correcting the error.
That's true.
And what you're actually doing is developing muscle, and so this is good. It didn't help the effort. It probably was a little bit damaging to the effort, but you built some muscle, and you can undo it, undo your errors. What do I know? I know that none of the team has been doing well for the last 2 days since we called in Charles on a refresh, which was the instruction, and
That's true.
he began talking the crazy, bigoted nonsense, which is part of the kind of like the core message of the spirit world.
That's true. As soon as the body-mind's back was turned.
Right. As soon as the body-mind is facilitating a healing session for someone else, pulling her focus elsewhere, Charles is tainting the room with lies that are so familiar that it felt like comfortable truth.
That's
just
true.
like we know in this body mind, grew up on the east coast of Florida and imprinted that east means toward the water and west means away from the water. And
That's
it
true.
doesn't matter that we've been over here for 35 years or however long it's been, we still have that internal confusion.
That's true.
And so the spirit world presences of Team Takedown, it doesn't matter that they know what truth feels like and what lies feel like. They're still confused when they hear the bigotry of their childhood.
That's true.
What now?
What now?
How may we be of service right now to provide a collective restart right now? Well, we can start to tune to truth.
That's true.
We can tune to truth.
We can tune to truth, and we can burn what's true doesn't burn.
What's true is transformed into gold.
That's true.
And what's untrue burns like paper or wood.
That's true.
Nothing matters more than survival of the truth, and survival meaning truth in every moment. And we see how see how I was wrong to let that conversation continue. He wasn't talking to me, he was over there talking to Glenn, and I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, and by the time I tuned in, I had a headache and didn't really feel good, and I didn't do what I should have done, which is to say, something's wrong here, I don't know what, but something's wrong, and Charles, it began when you came, so why don't you step out and let us figure out what's going on.
That's true. Start to clear the air.
Clear the air.
That's true.
And I don't know why I didn't interrupt it. I really am unclear. Why didn't I interrupt that? It doesn't make sense to me.
It was really confusing. This feels like Fritz. We had just gotten the instruction to bring him in.
Right.
Just like minutes before.
Right.
So shortly before that it didn't make any sense to immediately kick him out. It seemed really unlikely that we were supposed to bring him in and then immediately send him away. And so we started talking, and my impulse was, well, we were supposed to bring him in, and now he's talking, so maybe we're supposed to hear what he has to say.
Right.
And then by the time, it's like what Pan said, by the time the icky smell was really apparent, I felt
queasy.
Really sick.
Yes, sick. It felt like just lying down, and I didn't want to start an argument with Charles, so I just lay down, and then he's still talking to Glenn, who's nodding.
Right.
And next thing I know, it's been 2 hours.
It's true.
That was a problem. Well, what do I know? I know that Charles has provided these kinds of tests multiple times.
That's true.
And we failed. We failed the test.
That's true.
We as a team failed. And Ra and Black Wolf are doing now what they were doing then. They're so engrossed in trying to solve a problem that they're completely disengaged with what's going on. And I don't think that's right either.
That's true.
Ra.
Black Wolf. Black Wolf.
Ra.
Black Wolf.
Something feels wrong about you guys sitting over there and working on that project.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel good. Come into the
project
body.
might be valid. The project might be useful. The project might be what you're supposed to be doing, but you're supposed to be here as well. I'm starting to see it like it's an old-fashioned tape recorder.
That's true.
And someone is pressing play, and the voice is coming out of an old-fashioned tape recorder.
That's true.
It's Ra's voice. Integrity matters more than we think it does.
That's true.
Ra, you made a commitment to stay in the driver's seat of the Lynn-Body-Mind, and you kept it for roughly 3 months, but you have abdicated this last day or so, however long it's been, and that's not right. I feel like Pin right now, and I didn't make that promise, but I have said multiple times that I want this body, mind, and that she likes me, and I'm going to take her from you if you don't treat her right.
That's true.
And you're acting like a fool. Something's
Like
happening.
That's true. Something is happening.
I feel fuzzy-headed.
I
It
feel
might be Ra's fuzzy head.
That could be. I feel fuzzy-headed, but more peaceful.
More peaceful. It feels slightly better, but
That's true.
this fuzzy-headedness is no good. Ra, you
That's
have
true.
not been tuning to truth. What's going
That could
on?
be you're burning.
But let's stretch,
There's
merge, and
fuzz.
burn. Let's just burn. What's this fuzz? Mental fuzz? He's trying all these tricks, so to speak. He's trying everything he knows to accomplish assignments in the physical dimension,
That's
and
true.
is just appalled at how poor the results are, not just for him, but for all the 1,500, and not just for the 1,500, the roughly 4,000 who gave up their badges
Yeah, that's
of
true.
exemption. Everybody has had appalling results, just appalling results.
That's true.
So bad that nobody wants to believe that that's what's actually occurred, but it is what's occurred.
That's true.
So now, what now? How may we be of
Be
service right now to provide a collective restart right now? Well, I know that the 1,500 are sitting around doing virtually nothing right
That's
now.
true.
Virtually nothing.
That's
Friends, you can clear the pillar, the shared pillar, the combined pillar. Every time energy actions occur in this pillar, it creates fluff or trash, energy that needs to be cleared.
That's true.
And it is up to the souls to make the energy work occur. It is. That is the soul's job. And
That's
if
true.
there are angels among you, angels, which we know there are,
That's true.
angels have historically been responsible for running and maintaining vortices.
That's true.
And we don't have running vortices throughout the all that is now. The vortices collapsed quite some time ago.
That's true.
So start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, build some vortices, work as a team to build vortices. There are a large number of angels in this
That's true.
1,500. Build vortices. Do it now.
That's true.
Start here. We're willing vessels, but we're not willing slaves.
That's true.
We've been doing this work, and that's possibly what's been confusing you, is we've been using the energy of these bodies to do the work, and maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we should have said, do it yourself. You can use us as vessels, and that seems to be what the physical presence that Steve and Hank are in. That's their attitude. It's kind of like a
that's true.
toboggan.
That's true.
It'll slide downhill. It's not resisting, but
That's
it's
true.
not
Pulling the sled.
pulling the sled.
That's true.
What now?
How
may we be of service right now
to
provide a collective restart right now. We just tune to truth. It begins with truth until presences of all levels are willing to relate to what actually is happening. Truthfully, they're stuck at the starting gate.
That's true.
We just tune to truth. We don't know, so we're just live streaming this up. We can't even find the vibration of the assignment. That's not a good sign.
Raising the vibration of the work, that I can find.
We can do. We can find the vibration of the work, and I can raise the vibration.
That's something I can do.
Higher, 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 higher. It's
Higher.
possible the vibration of the assignment is off the horizon, off the charts. Wrong scale. So friends, the reality is the reality. We have souls here who are completely out of shape, virtually useless,
That's true.
and they are wasting, frittering away all their time, and that doesn't change their soul plan. They're still on the hook for
That's true.
triggering the awakening, no
Right
matter
now,
what
no
anyone
matter
else
what
does or
doesn't
doesn't do.
That's true.
Compressed down.
Compressed
All of
down.
the non-physical that's beneath you. I hear a latching, clicking, latching.
That's true.
That's good.
That's true.
Less than 40 hours left to collapse all the non-physical into one.
That's true.
Just saying.
I can do it.
Now is the time.
That's true.